Just a few ramblings before the podcast today. Make sure if you haven't gone to iTunes and subscribed to the Millennial versus Baby Boomer podcast by searching Waxahachie Liberal. I think the actual name is A Liberal.
It's Conversations with a Liberal in Waxahachie.
Conversations with a Liberal in Waxahachie.
The title is in works still.
So anyway, there we go. Ramblings about what's going on before our podcast. We live with an insane cat, an emotionally disturbed cat, rescued by my son and my wife probably 15 years ago. It has never acclimated to anything. It runs away when you walk in the room. It urinates and poops everywhere, and it's a constant sore subject with me. What can you do? We can't let it outside. We can't live with it. Okay, so a cattery is being created. I'm excited about that, and so we got that going for us. Some brief topics about today's podcast. We've got, of course, Trump and QAnon, and they're equal, and we've got the Texas legislature has cut education budget by $3.5 billion, claiming that the rise in property income tax has rise in property value across the state is going to negate that. We're going to talk a little bit about Beto and Cruz, and we're going to talk a little bit about QAnon and Trump. Max, what else are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about the Woodward book, Fear.
We're going to talk a little bit about Fear, Woodward book.
And we're also going to talk about why I want the Switch to have GameCube games.
And why we want the Switch to have GameCube games. And since you brought that up, Max, and this is my ramble, I'm going to talk a little bit about the editing computer that I'm going to build.
Oh, you're going to build a computer.
And I'm going to use a Ryzen 5 1600 CPU, and I'm going to do it for less than $350. And that's with 16 gigs of RAM.
Wait, are you going to actually build it?
Yeah.
Well, I want to come. Let's build it together.
Okay. Basically, it's going to be just searching. I'm going to buy everything used and search for it.
I want to build it with you.
All right. I'm all for that. And that's it. Talk to you later. Talk to you in a few minutes. We'll have our podcast set up and we'll be raring to go. And that's it. And remember, if you come up to a business and it's a father-son business, remember to always ask for the father.